Hi, I'm Keith and I'm going to show you how to change the hydraulic oil filter on a Ditch Witch SK755. The tools you need for this are, once I have my new filter ready to go, there's all kinds of hoses in the way to try and get the filter in and started. Doesn't even know we're trying to film here. So the next thing we're going to want to do is you want to lift the arm up out of the way because you're going to need to access in the side of each side, and this arm and cylinder will be coming your way on both sides. There's a safety on each side, so when you lift it up, we can put a safety in and we don't have to worry about it coming down while we're working underneath it. Now that it's all the way up, we can safely pull the safety release pin. Let this safety drop down. Now what this safety does is if the arm starts to come down, it'll bottom out here and it won't be able to come down very far. I'll actually show you. See, as it hit here, it can't come down any further. I'm going to put the safety down on both sides. Now you don't need to have it resting against the bottom. It's there just in case the arm starts to come down. I personally like to leave it as high as it can to be completely out of my way. If you want to put it right down onto the safeties, that's not a problem either. But either way, if both these safety bars are down in this position, this arm cannot come down and do any damage or hurt anybody. Now I already have this machine warmed up, so I don't need to leave it running for very long. If it was cold, today is a little bit of a colder temperature, I would leave this machine running for at least 10 to 15 minutes before you start your service. Next, you're going to open the hood. We're going to put a safety in to hold it up. In a normal case, you have a safety lever over here, a locking pin that slides over and locks. On this particular machine, that's damaged. So what I've done is I've just put a punch on this side, holds the hood up, it's safe, the punch can't come out, and I can work in here without having to worry that the hood is going to come down on me or the arm is going to come down on me. There's a couple tools that we can use for this. We can use a filter strap wrench, get it on there to crack it loose. We can use a set of water pump pliers. We can get it in here to crack it loose, or we can use a set of filter pliers and we can get in here and crack it loose as well. I'm going to use a set of filter pliers on this particular filter, but you can use any of all three of those tools. Now, because this filter is lower than the hydraulic tank here, when we open this filter up, quite a bit of hydraulic filter is going to be coming out the whole time. So because of that, I want to have my filter ready to go on. It's in my hands here. I want to have the packaging off. Make sure the seal is in properly. And we want to lubricate the seal. This is a little bit of engine oil that I use. It is a hydraulic filter, but the tiny little bit of engine oil on the seal will do absolutely no harm. We're just looking for it to lubricate the seal. Once I have my new filter ready to go, I put it somewhere easy to get at. I crack the old filter on the machine loose. Now it is going to make a little bit of a mess. They don't design this machine to nicely change this filter. There's all kinds of hoses in the way to try and get the filter in and started. Normally you don't use a tool to tighten up a spin-on filter, but in this case there's lots of hoses pressing against the filter where you can't spin it by hand, or the hydraulic oil is leaking around the filter while you're doing it. So it becomes very slippery and it's hard to get your hands in there. So in this case, I used a tool once I got it started to use the tool to help me get it spun all the way up and tightened up. Now that we're done everything, we're going to close this thing up. First, we close the hood. Next, we want to lift the safety bars. And we want to safely lower the bucket to the ground. And that's how you change the hydraulic oil filter on a Ditch Witch SK755. If this video helped you, please like, comment, and subscribe. Doesn't even know we're trying to film here.